And we're back. After the slight fantasy quote-unquote deviation that we had in Argentina, it's time to go back to a real track at Imola, and this time it's for the actual San Marino Grand Prix, not the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And yeah, that marks our debut in Europe, and outside of the Canadian Grand Prix, every single race after this should be all in Europe. Yes, yeah, all these races are in Europe except for the finale in Japan. But yeah. As for Imola, of course, I raced it in the newer games, but I haven't raced it in the older games in a little while, so I have no idea what's going to happen. And let's actually find out what's going to happen after qualifying. See you then. Yeah, apparently the Tyrrells are good for this race. I have no idea what just happened, but yeah, we got all qualified, but both Tyrrells. But yeah, hold on a minute. How many laps is this? Okay, 2-stop strategy. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Alright then. We are starting right behind Ricardo Tossa Rosset. There we go. And already attacking Wurtz and Rosset into the Villeneuve chicane. No, Tamburello, sorry. Tamburello. And we're in third. Now there's the Villeneuve chicane. Ooh, past Hakkinen. There we go. Oh shit. And to Toza. Am I getting closer to Irvine? This is Variante Alta, I want to say? Yeah. Then this is Ravazza. There we go. Ooh, Irvine fucked up. No, that was Acquimia Rally. This is Ravazza, if I remember correctly. Nope. Fuck. No, I think this is Variante Alta, then after that is Variante Bassa. But in the meantime, we're in the lead. Of course, thanks to the fact that this was about the 1996 season, in context of the original game, we get the chicane, which of course doesn't exist. Well, technically, no. Actually, I think that chicane doesn't exist anymore. There is a chicane, but it's not the same one. And of course, Formula 1 just skips it entirely, thanks because of DRS reasons. But yeah. And as I was saying, thanks to the fact that this track was for the, I believe, the time trial, basically was connected to Schumacher's 1996 Ferrari. This is, for its purposes, the most accurate track in relation to the season of setting in this career mode, quote unquote. But in the meantime, I actually didn't check what happened at the real race, but I can say what happened at Argentina. In Argentina, it was the first race. It was Michael Schumacher's first win of the season, and it was thanks to Goodyear bringing some better tires for the race. And that allowed him to win the race. Again, he didn't score pole position because he wouldn't score pole position until Monza, but still, he won the race. I mean, cool for the fast lap of the race, and I fucked up. Again, it's Tamburello, not Villeneuve. Then again, this chicane also completely screws me. Both chicanes completely screw me over in the newer game, so. I guess I'm just not good at driving around Imola. Okay. Ooh, alright. But, yeah, hey. In case you don't know, I've opened up a new channel. It's called Alpha Sierra F1 Department, and it's basically the place where I'm going to dump all my side/secondary projects, mostly related to Formula 1. Right now I'm doing the 1980 mod, because what I'm doing is I want to do all the mods for F1 2014 in chronological order, from in this case 1980 up until 2008, skipping all the seasons from 1998 to 2007, because, well, I'm covering this ones on those on this channel. And yeah, I might actually have to put something like, Jesus Christ, nail one corner for once. I might put the... If I once I get around to it, if I can get around to it, for that matter. For there, I might put some projects that I want to do with F125, and not Breaking Point. At this point, I'm going to, pun unintended, by the way. At this point, I think I'm just going to skip it entirely. But I might put now a potential second season of the third team, as well as a mini series for with Formula 2 cars, kind of like I did for Miyuki in, I believe, F1 2013. No, 2023, I believe. Yeah. And actually, it was definitely 23 because I hadn't done anything with 24. Because as I'm pretty sure everybody remember, because as I'm pretty sure everybody knows, I bought that game relatively late in its release cycle because, as I'm pretty sure everybody knows, the early days of F124, the handling was so bad, it made Mario Kart look like iRacing. So, yeah. And for the record, I'm not going to recover the. I'm not going to restart the career mode on F124. So for these purposes, Eric might be used for the DLC career mode. If the DLC is actually going to add career mode for 2026. There we go.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
Okay. Also, I just finished. I was playing Crossworlds, Sonic Racing Crossworlds before recording this video, and ooh, what the fuck happened to Irvine? He was just 1.6 seconds, now just like up from 4, and he's dropped down at the top 3. What the fuck happened? Did I damage his front wing or something like that? Hang on a minute, I need to check it out. Where is he? Oh, he's in 4th, okay. Still, that's fucking weird. I mean, I say it's weird, but this is pre-20... Shit!
You've got 5 seconds on the car behind. Let's try to keep it that way.
This is pre-2015 AI, so... Yeah. This was nowhere near the smartest AI. This was nowhere near the smartest AI. Okay. Right then. Anyway, I was saying I was playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and I just finished collecting all the red rings. For every track that has been released, including the new one, Pac Land / Maze, something like that. Basically, the new track that was added with the Pac-Man characters, and honestly, it's a really fun track. But yeah, so that effectively means that now I can record the playthrough when I get around to it without any side problems. When I'm going to around to do it, I have zero idea, but I will do it anyway. But yeah, in the meantime, we're about to approach our first stop. out of 2. Oof. Please tell me that's the new fast lap of the race. And it is. There we go. Nice.
Brilliant lap. You're driving as well as I've ever seen. This is exactly what we need until the end.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're pulling away from Coulthard. There we go.
The gap to the car behind is 6 seconds. 6 seconds.
Okay, nice. Very, very nice. Shit, okay. Fuck. Okay. Okay, much, much better. But all in all, yeah, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is an awesome game. Oh, and I thought I might have brought some bad luck, because now it looks like GTA 6 might be delayed again, this time to 2027. Because apparently the game isn't ready yet, they're still doing stuff, and they don't know if they can actually hit the November release date.
The car behind is dropping back. That should give you a little more breathing space.
If that's the case, if that ends up being the case, then yeah, 2026 is blown wide open. Okay. Okay, we're one up away from the pit stop. So we're going pretty aggressive for this race. Oh, actually, I should check where the Tyrrells are right now. The Tyrrells are still 8th and 9th, so still in the points. That's a solo. So if everything goes right, the Tyrrell will be in the double points.
The gap between you and the car behind is currently 7 seconds.
Okay. So, by that virtue... Okay, never mind.
Window is open. Come in this lap.
Okay, we're pitting now. And that, if Takagi, Ross, and then Salo finish where they were, I believe only Minardi would be left to score points. In case of team... No, no, I don't... Did Barrichello score points? I don't think... I don't think he did. So that would be Menard and Stewart still left in doing the points, I believe. But of course, it's still just lap 10, and still plenty of things to happen. Okay. Either chicane, very good. Oh, this was another fast lap. God damn it, whatever. We're pulling away from Coulthard, so we should be potentially getting it back on track in the lead. Let's see, where is he going to pit? When is he going to pit? If he's going to follow our same strategy as we are. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. Of course, our first pit stop, and nobody's pitting? Okay, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Okay, no. Okay, arrows are pitting, which I would assume that's Salo. As both Coulthard and Irvine go past.
fitted with the option tyres. Just one stop to go now.
And that'll happen in another 10 laps. In the meantime, let's try and avoid losing too much time from Coulthard and Irvine.
The car behind is on standard revs. Car behind is running standard revs.
So am I, for that matter, but whatever. Oh, that feels like I'm catching up to Irvine and Coulthard, actually. The dub feels a little bit more closer than it was. Yep, I am catching up. It was like 5 seconds something, that's just 4.
You're 5 seconds ahead of the car behind.
There we go. So, are they pitting?
You're keeping up with race pace. Keep pushing.
No, the answer is yes, they are. They went for an overcut, but unfortunately that ain't working, and we are back into the lead.
The option tyre looks like he's going for a shorter stint.
Back into the lead. Actually, one thing that I want to talk about is I've been rewatching the last few days. I've rewatched now you know that analog horror series have been all the rage this past year. There's one about it was originally started off as only about Batman, but then it expanded towards the DC universe as a whole, including Superman, and the creator also teased teased the Flash, and also did one video about Aquaman. Yeah, of course the one that has the most exposure is the Batman one. For the record, if you want to check it out, you'll have to search for the re-uploads, because the creator actually shut down his channel and deleted everything at the meantime. Fast lap of the race. The creator closed his channel and deleted everything at the beginning of 2025 because one, due to mental issues, as well as DC getting to his ass because of copyright. So yeah, and right now they saved almost all the Batman stuff has been saved that isn't reactions, and the only video that was made about Superman. But yeah, the story basically the whole concept of this analog or DC analog series is what would happen if the DC superheroes went bad. For example, Superman and Green Lantern. Okay, Superman has a god complex now. Green Lantern has been possessed by Parallax. Aquaman is become an eco-terrorist because of as an answer to years of abuse of the ocean by humans. The Flash, well, just the Flash, because of course it never got past anywhere but the teaser. And Batman, he lost both his parents, and Batman has become a murderous vigilante that just kills criminals and kidnaps people into doing their wars, into his war against crime. Basically what happened is that Batman lost both his parents and Alfred, and because of that he completely lost it. Since he had no anchor to hold on to, he completely lost his shit and now goes around killing people. He killed Poison Ivy, Man-Bat, and Killer Croc at Arkham Asylum, and left Joker alive because in this universe Joker was the one who killed Bruce's parents. So kind of like the Tim Burton movies. Then he killed. I don't remember. Those are like the only characters. I actually killed. Actually, hold on a minute. Okay, the first video talks about how Batman killed all these guys and left Joker alive. The second video talked about the general situation that was narrated by Jim Gordon, and narrates the general situation of the Thing, like what happened to Bruce after his death, and curious about who is the Batman. The third video is a tape by the GDPC saying, so a tape about the GDPC by the Gotham Police Department that was about how to keep your relatives close to you, especially children, because they might get kidnapped, and if they do, they'll never come back. Like it is specifically, like it is specified that they will never return. Then, of course, also say stay away from the Batman. A fourth was one guy. It has never explained who he was. That said, yeah, the guy around killing people with a bad costume. That's Bruce Wayne. Or rather, a much more fucked up version of Bruce Wayne. And I mean literally, not only because he kills people, but also because the guy is a far cry from the Batman that we are used to look. He is malnourished, his skin is scarred, he doesn't have, his teeth are destroyed, and he doesn't have a nose. Despite this, he can kill people easily, thanks to the fact that he's using Venom, the same drug that... he's using Venom and the Fear Toxin. Venom being the stuff that Bane uses, and the Fear Toxin is, of course, the stuff that Scarecrow made. Then the fifth video was I think, if I remember correctly, the fifth video was about Tim Drake finding out about Batman's cave after Batman set it on fire. No, wait. Hold on a minute. God, I don't remember actually. Oh, I forgot to mention that in the Gordon video, he stated also that he set on fire at Cord Industries with everybody inside, including Ted Cord. So he never became the Blue Beetle. Then one video that I don't remember which one it is. It was narrated through Tim Drake's point of view and narrates his discovery of the Batcave, the missing, which is the discovery of the Batcave, and a list of names that contains names of people that Batman plans to kidnap, or has already plans to kidnap, or has already kidnapped, which includes all the Robins. So, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, which has been redacted, Dick Grayson, and Stephanie Brown, too. That includes the Huntress, Helena Bertinelli, Luke Fox, Duke Thomas, and that's all of them, I believe, and Jean-Paul Valley, Azrael. And then Tim finds D missing, takes a photo, and runs away from the cave, but he's kidnapped by Batman. The reason why Tim finds out the Batcave is because the Wayne Manor had caught fire. He set the Wayne Manor on fire. So, yeah. Another video was about the Joker and what Batman did to him. Basically, scare him shitless. Okay. I'm doing it like a very abridged. I'm leaving a lot of details, but that's probably because I want you guys to check it out. There was one video which talks about what the hell Joker is doing, which includes creating Two-Face, who is who in terms of appearance is Aaron Eckhart from rather Harvey Dent looked like in the Dark Knight movie with Aaron Eckhart. In the meantime, 3 laps before the second pit stop, and we are pretty much dominating this race, so that's cool. Almost 20 seconds from Irvine, so we're definitely getting back into the lead once we pit. Then what? Another video is is from Jason's Todd point of view, and okay, that's Panis. Another video is from Jason's Todd point of view, and says how he managed to, got in contact with Batman and managed to escape. The story is by and large exactly the same as in the comics. Jason Todd, his father ran away, his mother became a drug addict and died of an overdose, and he was left homeless and stole car parts to resell at the black market. Or rather, illegally, actually, not at the black market. And he still gets taken by Bruce, but instead of, become Robin by his own choice, he is forced to become Robin. But rather, Batman wants to force it to become Robin, but he runs away. Then I believe the last video was from Azrael's point of view. Okay, is from Azrael's point of view. That also were.
The pit crew are ready for you at the end of this lap.
Okay. The final video that was from Azrael's point of view, who also managed to escape the Batcave, and. Basically, he explains what happened to him ever since he left. He managed to escape the Batcave, including killing... actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to spoil you. But yeah, that's all the Batman stuff. As for the Superman stuff, there's only one video, and it's all from Lex Luthor's point of view, and basically says it basically resumes what Superman is. Hold on a minute. Rather explains what was Superman doing before leaving Earth, what he was doing, what happened after he left, and what happened after he returned. In the meantime, we're pinning again. So Panis is going to lap himself. There we go. Okay, so we're almost done with the race. But anyway, as I was saying,
Stops, so look after your tyres.
the only Superman video that was made was told from Lex Luthor's perspective, and basically said what was Superman doing before leaving, after he came back, and what was going on in Metropolis while he was gone. Basically, what happened is that a cult had formed around Superman that that was violent towards all other religions, and yeah, they were extremely. I don't say I guess not xenophobes. That's racial. What's the fucking word for whatever? Not the words. God, I can't fucking remember the whatever. Basically, they were violence towards other religions, and that might have been the reason, might have been the cause as the White Bat Superman broke bad, because Superman is all about humanity. Is like optimism in a nutshell. He believes humans can be good, but seeing people kill and destroy in his name made him realize, these guys are fucking hopeless. I have to do something. So he came back 2 years after disappearing, just killed everybody in the in the cult, which was well reformed. And then the video ended with him killing Luthor by literally shooting him in the eyes with his laser eyes for daring to take a picture of him, for daring to take a picture of his face. And yeah, for the Flash, he only did one tease, and it was basically it. For the Aquaman video, I think there was also one video, but basically it was a PSA video on how to avoid Aquaman, because not only he's dangerous, but also because the guy, one of the things that Aquaman in this universe does is the fact that if you stay around him for too long, you'll get ciguatera poisoning, which is poisoning you get by eating bad fish. And the Green Lantern video is about how him and the Green Lantern Corps have launched a full-scale invasion of Earth's major cities. And the theory is that he has been possessed by Parallax because he uses Wii. So, yeah. In the meantime, that's truly... So, it's very cool stuff, and you should check it out. There we go. That's a Jordan up next. I'm going to ask, I guess, and say that's Damon Hill. In the meantime, yeah, it's 10 laps to go left here at Imola. And I believe that's indeed Hill. I don't see... I see a black helmet. If it was Ralph Schumacher, it would have been yellow. Yeah, it's Damon Hill. What a surprise. There we go, past Damon. As more people are pitting, I've seen... I want to say a Stewart leaving the pits. Next up is a Minardi. I don't think... No, we haven't left the Minardi yet. So I'm going to say that's probably Tuero. Yeah, I swear, there we go.
Traffic ahead, stay alert.
There we go. And yes, that's a Stewart. Want to say Verstappen. I want to say that's Verstappen. There we go. And no, it's Barrichello, never mind. Next up should be a Sauber. And I want to say Herbert. I want to say it's Johnny Herbert.
The car behind is 25 seconds.
Hey. Okay, 25 seconds. We're lapping another car in the pits. Oh, it's both Saubers, okay. So, okay, it's Herbert and Elise. So I was right. There we go. I'm not going to check race director because I want to see at the end of the race if Tyrrell is still on the points, even after the pit stops. Okay, that's Panis, because we did lap Truly already. But as I said about the Lionel Horror thing, yeah, it's a shame that the guy decided to quit the project, because what he was doing was actually really good. And this is me talking, somebody that one doesn't like horrors, and number two gives negative 5 shits about heroes in general. So yeah. And I'm aware somebody might look at this and say it's not that fucking. Oh shit! Okay. I know somebody might look at the concept and say we've already seen this shit, so why would you bother? But still, it's an interesting idea nonetheless. And I know somebody about the Superman video, and I know that the trope of Superman Breaking Bad has done to death by now. If it's not Superman directly, it's a Superman-like figure, like you know, Omni-Man, or God fucking forbid, Homelander from The Boys. Since The Boys is basically taking the piss off of both Marvel and DC. But still.
There's a 27-second gap to the car behind.
Okay. Still, that would have been a fun project anyway. But it would have been fun to see what he came up with, what he would have come up with. But yeah, so next up is going to be at Barcelona, and it's definitely going to have the chicane. So that's going to be a fun. That's going to be a fun thing. And yeah, after that we got Monaco, and honestly, I don't fear Monaco as well. It's still Monaco, so I still, you know, scared of potentially retiring. But still, at least I don't have to deal with a car with a rear that wants to kill me at every single turn. But in the meantime... There we go. Also, university lessons really started for me today. So that's also interesting. Why? Well, hold on a minute. What the hell? Okay, that was nothing. I thought something happened, but it didn't. So never mind. Apologies. Okay, 6/10 of the best lap. Try and not fuck this one up. And I believe that's a Minardi. Yes, that's Nakano because we already passed Tuero. There we go. Almost. But I mean, can I reach Nakano? And hey, there you go. Alright then. 4 to go. Although I'm catching up to another group of cars, and one of them is Villeneuve. Ooh, 8/10 of the best lap. Oh, that's another Jordan. Okay, that's another Jordan. That's another Stewart. And of course that's Villeneuve. Yeah, should be Villeneuve. So those are Jos Verstappen. Yep. Should be Ralf Schumacher and Jos Verstappen behind Villeneuve. Free to go. Hey, okay. And Villeneuve lost positions to both Ralph and Verstappen. Which effectively means I'm going to lap my teammate once again for the second time in 3 races. Assuming I actually can catch up to him. There we go. Ooh, that's. Ooh, no, that's a Tyrrell. That's not a. No, that's a Tyrrell. Never mind. That's not a Stewart. And past Villeneuve, so at least one Stewart looks to be in the points, the other one isn't, and I'm willing to hazard a guess is Rosset. In the meantime, 2 to go. And yep, it's Rosset, so it looks like Takagi is in the points as we go past Ralf Schumacher as well. Alright. So, Tyrrell in the points. Very likely. And all thanks to Takagi.
You're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
Okay, there we go. 34 seconds is the gap. Oy, okay. And, okay. Now past the chicane. And it's going to be one lap here at Imola. Into Tamburello. And into Villeneuve. As Rosset is trying to catch up to me. But I don't think it'll be quick enough to do so. There we go. Okay, very nice. And that's an arrows, maybe. And you know what? I mean, the race is about the race over, so I'll check out who he is in a few corners. But in the meantime, final couple of corners through the chicane for one last time right now. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to win the San Marino Grand Prix.
Great job, great job. What a win.
And so we win the San Marino Grand Prix. Second is Eddie Irvine. Third is David Coulthard. Michael Schumacher is in fourth. Mika Häkkinen in fifth. Giancarlo Fisichella is in sixth. Wurz is seventh. Both arrows are going to score points. Salo in eighth and Dennis in 10th. And Tortakagi brings 2 points for Tyrrell. And only top 10 did not get lapped. And Olivier Panis is the one that finishes last in this race. And yeah, shock result, amazing result for both the Arrows and Tyrrell, and for Arrows and Tyrrell, they got points. And with that, see you when I do the standings. So, see you later. And thanks to that, we have now taken the lead of the championship by ourselves. Second is Irvine at 63, third is Häkkinen at 60, fourth is Coulthard at 57. I'm pretty sure McLaren leads the constructors. Fifth is Michael Schumacher, and then it's Fisichella, Villeneuve, Hill, Wurz, Ralf Schumacher, Mika Salo, Takagi, Denitz, and Alesi rounding up the top 30, the point scorers. And yeah, as we stated, next race is going to be at Barcelona, so let's see if we can do 2 in a row. But for this video, this is going to be it. If you liked it, give it a like. If there's more content like this, subscribe and click the notification bell so you get the next video drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This is Alpha, signing out.